The short-term effect of sowing these seeds will be a visible change in the look of this space, from shaven, manicured lawn to flowing and flowering blades of grass and brilliantly colored flowers. Undoubtedly, it will be beautiful.
One of the ideas that was out of this League of Green Missions was that to get our leadership, our ambassadors, to really lobby Washington to figure out new ways of doing things. Our green team really looked at everything that we could do to make ourselves more sustainable, to reduce our energy use, to reduce our carbon footprint. We started to do an audit with the city of Geneva to figure out where our weaknesses were. And one of our observations was that we hadn't done anything with our grounds yet. And so that's where we got the idea to work with the Association of American Landscape Architects to bring a group of students out to do what they call a charrette, which is a brainstorming session. And they did a lot of out-of-the-box thinking, where they looked at our grounds in ways that we hadn't looked at it. And one of the recommendations was to convert the grounds here to a prairie. But we have competing priorities. We have large events here like the 4th of July where we have 2,000 guests that we need to accommodate. We have employees who like to play football out here, so we aren't ready to sort of go whole hog and convert all the lawns to a prairie.
And I think it's very useful to have such big institutions that show the example, because it's one thing to do it in their own garden, but nobody really knows what's going on. And so by showing this, that even in a space where there's lots of receptions and it's very formal, even in such places you can do it. You have the grass when you need the grass, but you have also several other spaces where you can make it better for biodiversity.
Our commitment to the conservation and sustenance of local flora and fauna is profound. But equally profound is our commitment to sustaining and improving, to the extent possible, the health and social welfare of Geneva residents and the community writ large. Our successful collaboration with the Canton of Geneva and the electrical utility SIG to implement our building's photovoltaic system means that the solar energy we produce here is sent directly onto Geneva's electrical grid. We have been and continue to be determined to be good neighbors in our Geneva community. For that reason, we are so pleased to have signed the Geneva Garden Charter, or Charte de Jardins, in conjunction with the prairie grass seed sowing, and to now have a plaque which will stand on our grounds as a proud symbol of our ongoing support of the Geneva community and its residents, human, flora, and fauna alike.
J'ai donc l'honneur, Madame l'ambassadeur, de vous remettre l'emblème de la Charte des Jardins qui montre et qui signifie votre engagement moral à respecter les bonnes pratiques proposées par la Charte des Jardins.
Merci.
Je vous en prie. Merci à vous.
It's for the benefit of people anyway. Sooner or later, I mean, people won't be very happy if there is no more wildlife around, and you feel it when they have these big places where have too many people together, how they're living. Usually it brings problem of insecurity and so on, and that's linked partly because they miss actually the pleasure to have wildlife, the quietness of areas where there is green trees and prairies and so on.